Welcome back to Fifth Gear. Now, Tim's about to come over all caring and sharing, which may come as a shock to some of you.
Yeah, now we all know how difficult it is getting around cities nowadays. You're either hot and sticky, stuck on a tube somewhere,
or you're getting stung for parking charges, the congestion charge, you know, all the rest of the other gubbins.
Yeah, now one solution which has recently risen in popularity is to join a car share club, where you can literally hire a car for as little as an hour, as and when you need it.
Yeah, but the question is, do they actually work?
Just having a car sitting on your driveway will cost you an average of £2,000 a year in insurance and depreciation. Small wonder then that the membership of car share clubs has nearly tripled in the last 18 months. Car sharing is not the politically correct term for what joyriders do. It's basically a pay-as-you-go car scheme, and I'm going to test it today to see if it's the future. There are 5 big companies operating such schemes, who charge between £50 and £60 for a year's membership. You ring up or book one of their cars online with as little as half an hour's notice, and you simply pay for how long you use it. Now, the clubs are most popular in London, and the cars aren't stored in some sort of central depot. They're quite literally dotted across the whole of the city in various car parking spaces. The idea is this: you quite simply use the car closest to you. Citroen C1. Oh, wicked. All right, OK, that's fine. Thank you. The first of the 3 cars I'm going to use today is a Citroen C1 from Wisgo, parked slap bang outside Euston Station. Ah, here it is. And the brilliant thing is, I don't even need to find the keys. Now, when you register, they send you a smart card, which apparently, when you swipe over a sensor in the front window, is going to open the doors. Let's give it a go. Hey, presto, we're in. So now you're thinking, how do you start the car? Well, you go in the glove box, punch in a special pin you've been given, and provide you the keys, and now you can start the engine. This basic car from Wisgo costs £60 for a year's membership and £5.99 per hour. That includes 40 miles worth of fuel and the £8 London congestion charge, which all car share clubs should include as part of their deal. Now, just as an exercise in testing the value, I'm going to enter an endurance race with this cabbie here. Basically, we're going to go 6 quid's worth, because that's how much it costs to drive this for an hour, and see where we get. And we're off. Follow that cab. I've always wanted to say that. How much are we up to now, mate? £3? £3 already? We've only done 0.4 of a mile. Mind you, we'd have to pay for parking, right? And that is not cheap in London. He's saying you're getting £35,000 worth of car plus a chauffeur for 6 quid. That's a good point. After just 1.2 miles, my £6 fare was up. I still had ages left in the car, but I headed back anyway. Now, at the end of the journey, you basically wave your smart card under the sensor, it'll log how long I've been in the car, and send me a bill at the end of the month. Now, you might just recognise this space. That is because it's exactly the same one we took it from this morning. So, unless you're a fan of round trips, this scheme definitely isn't for you. The next company, Streetcar, have a way round that and have 3 cars located just around the corner. Streetcar has an annual membership of £59.50, and they offer what's called a one-way trip. For an extra charge, you can hire the car from its designated space and then return it to a different location. This car's actually a little bit cheaper at £3.95 an hour. Mind you, you do only get 30 free miles with this one as opposed to 40 with the last car. Now, Streetcar are the biggest car club in the UK, which means that they're much more likely to have a car near where you live. At the end of the hire, you have to stick an hour's worth of parking on the car to give them enough time to pick it up. It's dead simple. If the car gets clamped after the hour, it's their problem. Do you know what? I'm quite impressed with the flexibility of the service, but not the cost. The one-way scheme actually costs an extra £24.50, plus the cost of parking the car for an hour until they collect it. It is rapidly, yummy, approaching the cost of hiring a car for the day. Lunchtime. No. Finally, Car 3, provided by Zipcar, which costs £50 for a year's membership. If you want to travel on slightly longer journeys, this could be the answer, but you'll need to drop your car back at the same place you start the trip. This Honda Insight starts at £3.95 an hour, but you'll get 60 free miles worth of fuel, and Zipcar also offers a few premium cars, like the BMW 3 Series, just in case you're worried about being spotted driving something a bit humdrum. If you really love cars, nothing can beat the thrill of having your own lump of metal, but if you travel less than 6,000 miles a year, you could save up to £1,500. Perfect if you're only making frequent journeys.